That we are going back to Sky 10. This is how we see exactly what's happening across South Florida. At last check, we do know Sky 10 was kind of headed to that Hialeah, Miami Lakes area. So if you're on the 826, it's when you're taking that big curve from the east-west portion to the north-south portion. So Okay, so right now, sometimes when Sky 10's on the move, that's when we're really high up.
Yes.
And so we can't see really close into those streets. Well, right there you see that street, but you can't see too much flooding right there. But this is how we see, okay, they're moving from one neighborhood to this neighborhood, but in this exact vantage point, I'm just seeing cars getting by no problem in that area. But again, that's because, remember, Miami-Dade, this time around, with the Wednesday weather, did not suffer the severity that Broward County did, especially in the eastern portions of Hollywood and Fort Lauderdale, where we saw the worst of it.
And certainly with the volume of rain that fell in. Again, Julie said almost 20 inches of rain falling over downtown Fort Lauderdale. So the streets are wet, but mostly clear there this morning. That's a good sign. We're hoping that this continues through more of our community all throughout the day. We're at
154th Street and 37th Ave. So you know exactly where that is, and they are looking free and clear right there. So as we continue to kind of follow Sky 10 and see what our chopper is doing, we also need to go back to Hollywood, one of the extreme areas in terms of how much water they got in way too short of amount of time for the roads to handle. That's where we have Local 10's Annalise Garcia.
Good morning. So we've been moving around in this area all morning long. Right now we are on Anglers Avenue between Griffin and Sterling, and we have been seeing quite a few things out here. We have been seeing some cars that are stalled, cars slowing down through flooding like you've seen throughout this area, throughout Broward County, but specifically here, some cars left over from overnight. These people waiting right here are trying to get to work, but the flooding is so bad to the left of your screen here that they can't get in. They're waiting to hear from their bosses to see if they have to go that direction. As you can see, there's a deep puddle there. This van coming through shows you how deep. So some of these lower cars can't get through. So people are just standing by and waiting. On top of all of that, we were just inside of Emerald Lake Village, which is a mobile home park. We've been speaking to people inside of that mobile home park. The water level of the flooding is at the same level as the lake that this park sits on. We did speak to someone inside. Take a listen. The lake and the flooding are the same level.
Yeah, the level is the same all the place. I hope it's not raining today because we have some problem.
I've heard these people riding bike to work. We've been speaking to people walking to work, riding bike through this flooding, walking through this flooding. Some people walking over a mile to get to their jobs this morning. A lot of the communication between some of these workplaces and the people we've seen walking didn't happen until this morning and hasn't happened yet for some. So they weren't sure if to stay home or to get to work. As you see further down, you see some stalled cars as well. This area was definitely heavily impacted, but people are making the most of it and still in pretty good spirits. Again, this is on Anglers Avenue between Sterling and Griffin. Earlier we were on Sterling Road where there was another very, very flooded area. Cars moving very slowly past it, and there's definitely going to be a lot of tow trucks in all of this area to pick up all of these cars. We have been speaking to some residents who tell us that they do hope for some updated systems out here to not have to deal with this because it is so early on and it's not even hurricane season yet. So that's some of the concerns we've been hearing out here. But for now, I'm live in Hollywood, guys. Annalise Garcia, Local 10 News.
All right, Annalise, thank you. Let's go